The pivot point of an object is the center of its transforms. It's the reference point around which an object will be moved, rotated, or scaled. If I select the line here in a wireframe view, we will see the pivot point displayed here. And if I choose the Move tool, then the Move gizmo is superimposed on top of the pivot point. I need to move the pivot point to an x value of 0 so that it's exactly coincident here with this z-axis line. The reason is I'm going to add a lathe modifier. That's going to revolve the line to create the bell shape. And the center of that revolve is going to be at the pivot point of the object by default. And if the pivot point is centered here, then we're not going to get a bell shape. We're going to get a weird abstract shape, so it's not going to be pleasant. We want to make sure that we move that pivot point before adding the lathe. To move the pivot point, I've got the Move tool active already, and the object selected. Go over to the Hierarchy panel, and you'll see Effect Pivot Only. Activate that. And then down in the Transform Type In area, we have the X-axis position. Simply type in a 0 there and press Enter. And now the pivot point has been moved to the X value of 0, so it's exactly aligned with that Z-axis. The position vertically doesn't matter. All that matters is that X and Y have values of 0. Once we've done that, we can turn Effect Pivot Only off again. And now we're ready to progress to the next stage of adding the lathe modifier.